Welcome to SITREP here, Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and man, it is an Apple market. I'm actually coming to you today from a beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Nice temperature, love the sun. I went to school here, graduated from Jacksonville University, so it's good to be back on my home turf. And we're doing an event for one of the largest auto dealerships in the state of Florida. So looking forward to doing this. We're actually doing the event out at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, which is awesome. Going to be great to be back on a Navy base. So I got a big smile on my face for today and tomorrow at least. It is an Apple market today, folks. Wow, what blowout earnings. I think they can loan money to God now officially at 246, 250 billion. When you're talking about that much money, does it really matter? But it is an Apple market today. What else is going on today? Obviously, the Fed meeting. There's a snowball chance in hell that she's going to raise interest rates. If she does, the market goes to zero. I mean, it would just be shocking. Looking at the Fed funds futures rates before the open, I forget what it was, but it's not even. I think it's a decimal point probability that she raises rates. But saw an initial pop out of the gate, and the futures were up, and we kind of faded, which is interesting because a blistering is the word here. It's almost as much cash as Google has. The AAPL jobs number came in at 246,000 private sector jobs in January, which is the most since June. Now, obviously, this ain't Trumpish or anything like that, but most jobs were added by small and medium-sized firms. Small firms, which is 1 to 49 people, added 62,000. The 50 to 499 added 102, and then over 500 employees added about 83,000 jobs. So that's a nice. That's not bad. So a guy like me today sits here and goes, how's this with Bizarro market? Because with a blistering jobs number, you would think the market would be up right now. It's not. Here's why. With a blistering jobs number, especially coming out on the day of a Fed meeting, a guy like me thinks, well, now Janet is probably looking at this going, looking pretty good. The economy's looking good. It can definitely take an interest rate increase. And if you're not a member of TGO, you don't know this little Wall Street ism by heart. When interest rates are high, stocks will die. When interest rates are low, stocks will grow. So a rising interest rate environment, most stocks are going to start getting hit, folks. That's why all these, who was the number one buyer of the S&P 500 for the past couple years? Since you can't answer, I'll answer for you. The S&P 500. Folks, it wasn't the Fed, it wasn't China, it wasn't hedge funds, whatever answer you thought. All my members know that it was the S&P 500. All these surging stock buybacks, Apple, JP Morgan, all these folks buying back their own shares. Why? Interest rates are low. When interest rates start going up, folks, the cost of business goes up. That money ain't as cheap as it is now. So with that little Wall Street sentence, when interest rates are high, stocks will die. When interest rates are low, stocks will grow. Guess what the exception to that little rule is? Financials. Financials will print money as interest rates go up. This is why our Goldman Sachs trades are doing phenomenal. The Goldman Sachs trade I put on a month ago is up about $5,000. Some of my members, and I did 5 contracts. Some of my members who got into the September-October trade, one of our members did 20 contracts. He's up about $120,000 on one trade since I think he put on in October. So financials are going to go up and do great in a rising interest rate environment. So little side path there towards the Fed, but a blistering jobs number, that was a lot of talk for this answer. This is why the market isn't having a rip your face off rally today with this quote, great news with jobs. Okay? It's because it's kind of bad news because it means Janet's got some room and some runway to maybe raise interest rates. Oil is also up. You would think oil up, market up type of thing. Well, oil rises after first month of OPEC cuts. Here you go. Record bullish bets on oil raise hopes and fears. How many times, my members know this, we laugh at oil headlines, hopes, fears, skepticism, cheating. Traders are betting that OPEC will stick with its output cuts, but they are also wary of a steep reversal of crude's rally. Let me cut to the bottom line here. After living stationed in Saudi Arabia for 3 months, being almost to each Arab country in the Persian Gulf, except Iran, although I almost did shoot down an Iranian helicopter that was coming at the battle group one time. Definitely a beer story, 10 beer minimum. They're all liars. They are all cheating. You think Iran's good for, and Libya, Libya, Sudan, Nigeria, 3 countries that you want watching your kids, right? You think they're sticking to the production cuts? It will come out. Mark the date and time, 12:02 on February 1st, that Wiz said they're all cheating. The former Saudi oil minister actually admitted that after they signed the deal. They're like, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had the article up, but I've long since ditched it. It's rolled off my talking sheet here. He said, everybody knows we all cheat. Okay, we do know that. Nobody really said it out loud, so thanks for saying that out loud. So we're kind of in a wallowing market here. Apple is definitely helping out. Look at our 2 Apple trades. This is in our primary live trade brief portfolio. Our Jan 80 calls, we're doing a long call diagonal, are up $4,000 today. And our Jan 19s are up $3,000 today. So the Jan 19 Apple trade's up $5,800. This has so much time to work, folks. If this trade keeps going, this might be a $20,000, $30,000 trade on a very, very low risk thing. So I very happy with the Apple results. We're going to be covering that at 1 o'clock today for my members. We have our accelerated retirement session at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so if you're in the full throttle defensive or full throttle max, you'll get a 1 hour reminder. And obviously, if you're just in the AR accelerated retirement service, you'll get that as well. Real quick, put on a bull put spread yesterday in our weekly option service. It's up about $562 since yesterday. The 22.55, 22.60 bull put spread. That's a hold. Because we are wallowing around a little bit here, I think that this is a very, very critical point. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. Here's the hope rally after the election, and here's what's really going to happen. Let's hang out. Here was for all the idiots who said sell the inauguration, and again, I said buy. I said buy. Trump's going to win. I said buy on the inauguration. And again, the guy at Citi who makes $100 million a year who said Clinton's going to win. If Trump wins, this week, we go down, 5%, whatever he said. And, of course, I predicted a Trump win and a 5 to 10% rally. Nailed it. We will hold this 2270, and we're going to have another leg up. For all the people who think Trump's crazy, he's an idiot, he's awful, he looked very presidential last night in announcing his Gorsuch, the nomination for the Supreme Court. The guy, every other day, he's getting stuff done. It's shocking to see liberals freak out at a politician that got elected who said or is doing what he's going to do. Because liberals are used to electing people who make a shitload of promises and never delivering on them, or under-delivering, or doing the exact opposite. One exception, Barack Obama. Got to give the man credit. He campaigned on ending American exceptionalism. We're not special. We suck, kind of like the world sucks. And he went on his apology tour. He did a great job in 8 years of making that happen. Everything else he failed at. So I'm bullish here. We go up. I'm cautiously bullish, which means I have I think I got filled. I don't have it up. On the bullish double vertical on VXX in the urgent alert service, we had a nice pop and vol this week. I was up about $1,200-$1,500 on that trade, and I sent out an alert to all of you, my members. Should have gotten a text alert to close that trade. It was a nice $1,500 gain in a week. We put that on last Tuesday in our urgent alert service, and that's what we do, folks. As the market has one of these sharp pullbacks, what did I have on? You think I almost predicted this, folks. I put it on right about here, and I said, hey, things are too quiet out here, right? So let's put on a bullish double vertical. So if we have a violent pullback or a spike in vol, we make some money. And it happened. So we're making money on our longs, we're making money on our weekly options trades, and we're making money on our hedges, man. I'm having a blast, hopefully, as you can tell. Unfortunately, all of our full throttle slots are full. We got them, and I apologize to some of my members. We had to up our room for our size. We only let 50 in, and then Citrix or whoever it was, when we tried to use Go to Training yesterday, they hadn't upped it to the right room size. My apologies if you came to the room and you're like, this is full. I'd be livid too, man. Well, I was livid when I found that out, but I know you'd be even more livid as a member. My apologies, will never happen again. But this is why we only do 50 slots, and we hit our whatever it was, 250, 300 limit. So my apologies. You got the replay, you got the text alert, you got the email. If you didn't get to attend live, my apologies. Like I said, it will never happen again. Once we and like I said, TGO is growing incrementally, man. I am not going to open this and be a zoo. We're going to keep a nice tight squadron here. But if you do want to You can't get a full throttle slot anymore until maybe April if we do another one. But if you want to take a test flight into any of our services, kind of use the ski slope here: beginner, intermediate, advanced. Advanced doesn't mean I need to know a lot about options or a reverse butterfly strangle with a covered call twist. I made that up. That's our weekly options kind of track. Our intermediate is our front months and the back months, and then the beginner type of path is a little slower and steady, wins the race. Those Goldman Sachs long call diagonals, Apple out to Gen 19. A little more conservative, maybe retirement focused. Okay, so go to our homepage and take a 2-week test flight, and then if you like it, maybe when we do a full throttle down the road, you can get a great deal at getting into all of our services. Okay, I got to run. I got to get ready for accelerated retirement. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with Thursday's market wrap up. We'll see you.